So today we're going to show you something special about the Dakota Digital Gauges. You know, we're still happy as heck with them, but we've got somebody here,
Josh.
and he's going to show you all about the features that it tells you about your bike.
So you can figure out what your bike's doing and if it needs help. So don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and think about Patreon. Let's go talk to Josh.
We're going through and what to do and what it looks like to set up the gauges. So we have right now where this caret is where the gear and where the clock is. So if you want to move the caret, you're going to hold your trip switch, then release it, and it's going to go over here there. Now you can change up to what you want to see. If it's over here at one point, it's not going to duplicate with our new software, so we kind of fixed that. That was a little glitch in our system, but it's better now. So if you guys have any duplicates, you can always let us know. But anyway, with this 14 to 16, you can see oil pressure on these gauges. Now that's one of the nice things. It usually comes through the radio, but now you can see, as I'm scrolling through here, I'm trying to find it, the oil pressure. So that's another key factor. Our cylinder head temp's going to be there. Ambient air temperature, it's 105. It's really hot here at this point. The cylinder head temp with those love jugs, it's going to really help that, but a lot of people don't realize that through the CAN bus you can see cylinder head temp. So normal cylinder head temp's a little over 300. So if it starts blinking at you, then you need to definitely turn the bike off and get somewhere to cool it down. So anyway, to move back there, now it's down at the bottom right. So we want to go back to the top left, move it over here, then you can go back to whatever you want to monitor. You can do 8 different lines of information. So then you can have your oil temp, speed, quarter mile time, your gear, odometer, hours on in the saddle. So if you're doing like an IR button, you got like 24 hours to get somewhere, at least you can put that on your gauges. That then your stock gauges didn't have that before, and then a volt gauge. So whole lot of information in 8 lines of information. So we'll put this back where they had it set up. I usually try to put as much information in the gauge for the customer as I can, so then they're not guessing what to look for or try to look for. And then to reset things, you're just gonna hold the button, like I'll do it with the odometer, but it'll just go back, and it'll try to release it. That'll reset if you're trying to do your hours. Then you get high RPM, 25 or 0 to 60 time. If you guy that wants to know exactly how fast his bike is, you can go 0 to 60, and that one's 20.5 seconds, 25.5 seconds. Quarter mile speed. Another one, if you're racing your bike or just want to race yourself, you can put that in there as well. High RPMs, and back to oil pressure.
Is there anything different on the newer bikes? Any other extra features?
Oh, on a newer bike, the tire pressure monitoring system will show up as long if that's in the bus. So if that is, it's already on there on their stock gauges, it'll show on ours. So they're not going to lose the tire pressure, or if they have the Harley fan that for the rear cylinder, they put those. There's some people that put those fans on. It'll say fan auto, fan on, or off. So that'll show up in the message center as well by hitting your button down at the bottom there. You won't lose your locks either. So then your fog lamps, those should turn on in the gauge. So your fog lamp will be there. All indicators will be there. Now on a trike, there'll be a P there for the parking brake. On some of the freewheeler stuff, the reverse will show up. Just depends if it's 19 and newer. So, yep.
And doing still good with the stock? Got plenty of them in stock?
Oh yeah. We're gaining some traction. A lot of our distribution, they have them in stock. So if you go through anybody through like the Fairing Exchange or any drag specialties dealer, they have them in stock in their warehouses. They can get them through the local Harley dealership as well. Absolutely.
Sounds great. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely, guys.
That's pretty great. I had no idea all those things. You know, heck, I can do a quarter mile now and know how fast I'm going. Check that head pressure. check that heads for how hot they are. So that's kind of neat, because I was going to do that with the love jugs, and now I don't even have to get my fluke meter out. I can just do it with the gauges. So that's kind of neat. Oil pressure now, I know I got 28.1 at an idle. What's your pressure? So that's kind of neat, and we want to give a big shout out for the Fairing Exchange, because that's who installed our original ones, and that's who allowed us to come there and talk to the factory rep and get some good information to give you guys all the features that it has.
Yep, so thanks to Paul at the Fairing Exchange and Josh for explaining those gauges. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Share us with your family and friends. Think about Patreon. Give us a big thumbs up. Ring that bell for notifications, and we'll see you on the next video.
See you in a day or so.